Hey, how's it going? Chris here with AC, and I'm back at Universal Studios Hollywood. And with how fast they are moving on construction for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, I had to get back here. Let's see how much work they've done since Friday. All right, well, just look at this. That show building has grown so much since Friday. It is insane how fast they are building it. There's also another huge support structure for the coaster right in front of it. And then there's more supports that are on the right-hand side closer to that concrete piece there. And then as I come down here, they put up even more supports, and it looks like they're protecting the base of them there with like some sort of plastic, maybe like a moisture barrier type thing. And they are continuing to work on a cluster of all those footers down there. And then let's look over here where the far end is, and they are, looks like they're ready to go to put up more supports there. Okay, let's go to the other side and take a look. Here's an overview of the station building construction, and I'm really curious to see how all of this is gonna look when it is done and themed. It is really close to the midway here. Here we are zoomed in now looking at the show building construction, and I still can't believe how fast they've moved with this. They have gotten so much done since Friday. Over here by the Starway escalators now, and off to my left, there is a really good view of that show building under construction. This is looking like it's gonna be like a, what's that, 20, 30 feet? That is a really large upper section there. That's going to be really interesting to see what they end up doing with all the theming inside there. And then just looking over to the side here, and not too much has changed, but they put up rebar for the retaining wall there to protect that. And then I'm assuming they're going to get some supports in here really quick. And then over here on the other side, let's look down. And they are smoothing things out. Look, oh, there's one of those little robot compactors again. Or remote control, I guess. Really cool to see. Looks like they're finalizing everything over there. Let me head down the stairs. There it is up close. They were carving away here at the hillside more. There it goes. There's also a bunch of these messed up footings with all this rebar sticking up. I'm curious what those are going to be for, because they are scattered all along the hillside here. Some of them look in good shape, some don't. And then all these footings are ready to go, waiting on supports. I'm sure they're going to work their way this way from that one in the distance that they just put up. It's like vibrating. I wonder how much that thing weighs, because it's compacting the ground really well. That is so cool. All right, here's a look at the retaining wall they are working on. Looks like they've trenched out a little bit more for the retaining wall on this side. You can also see those horizontal pieces that come out. They match what's on the other side there. I forget what they're called, but it's what they attach the rebar to. So here's this. Taking a step back and looking at everything here, you really get a sense of the scale of this entire project. That show building just looks absolutely massive on top of the hillside there. And like I was saying, they're continuing to carve away at the slope here. You know, I always assume that they're done sculpting all the land by the time they place all the footings, but even with the footings placed, they're still moving a bunch of dirt around. And then gonna come down just a little bit further here, and oh, it looks like they're pumping concrete. in here, I think. Let's see. Or that's not a cement truck actually, so I don't know what I was thinking there. They're sucking something out? That would make more sense maybe. But yeah, here's a look at the project from over here. Let me come around and get a better look at what they're doing over here. Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah, with the timeline of how fast they got those other footings done, the ones over here should be ready to go by the end of the week. And then we're gonna see a lot more supports go up. My guess is that they are going to get a lot of the supports up before we start seeing some track. I was hoping to see some track get installed on the sections of supports that are already in, but didn't happen. And this is the current state of the project. All right, well, Google is your friend. I just looked up Badger there, and what they are doing here, this is called hydrovac excavation, and they shoot water into the hole, and then it vacuums up the debris. So not sure why they're using this process, but it's a process and new to me. Pretty cool. All right, guys, I left the park and I worked my way all the way over to the very far end of this construction project where the turnaround is going to be. And it looks like they have a big hole there for another footing. That thing looks like it's going to be absolutely massive, which is the theme of this coaster. A lot of massive footings. Here we have a few more supports ready to go up and an overview of this project. It is really, wow. Hey, look, the tower crane is moving something. Is that like, not rebar? Huh. Anyway, what I was saying is, from this perspective, is you can really get an idea of how fast this elevation changes. You're really low to the ground, at the bottom of the slope, and then as you rise up, the supports get taller, and that is a massive elevation change. And I also believe that inversion that goes over that straight section there, it's gonna invert, and then it's gonna drop all the way down to where the road is. That is a big drop off. And incoming. Where is that going? Oh, there we go. Guy down there is going to be receiving whatever that is. Like a, oh, they look like some sawhorses, I guess, maybe. Something I thought kind of interesting was how we have the cluster of supports here and the station and a lot of work, and then there's a big gap here of nothing. Now I know they drilled for footings, and I believe they all got covered, and then they're going to uncover them. But it's weird to see nothing here. But we do have some guys that are offloading. It looks like PVC. It's pretty flexible. It could be flexible conduit. Not sure what exactly that is. And then just on the other side of the trees here, that is where that turnaround inversion is going to be. And they have footings there, so I'm sure that'll get supports pretty soon. And yeah, this section down here, this straight section, is going to be 2 launches, 1 in each direction. And there's that piece that the tower crane brought down. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's update. What an exciting time it is to be here at Universal Studios Hollywood and follow this construction. As the coaster takes shape, it's really looking like it might be one of the best coasters in California, maybe the country. This thing looks so awesome. I cannot wait to come back. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. All right, take care. Bye.